You know, the entire area is starting to turn that corner from drought, serious drought conditions, over to a wetter pattern that will bring some relief. And we're continuing to see that. Here's a look at the last 24 hours rainfall totals. A lot of this fell north of Houston, out in Montgomery, near Conroe, nearly 4 inches. In fact, over 4 inches. Radar indicated totals just to the west of Conroe and to the northeast of Cleveland, 4.5 inches. And a lot of that fell within a 3 to 4 hour time frame. So that was the area we were concentrated on seeing the flooding potential earlier this morning. Since then, things have really quieted down. There was one lone downpour out in southern Fort Bend that was lifting northeast towards the city, but then you could see what happened. It really just fell apart and dissipated to nothing. So the setup right now is ripe for heavy rainfall. We've got the moist environment, high humidity out there, and we have a trigger, a focusing mechanism, which is a stalled out boundary across the area, providing lift in the atmosphere. Now, it's very hard to pinpoint exactly where downpours will form, but if they form over vulnerable areas, that leads to the flash flooding risk, and that threat is low, but it is not completely absent. The really large-scale risk for highest flash flood threats is going to be off to the northeast out in Louisiana, but on the tail end of that threat is along that boundary across our area, which is a level 2 out of a 4-level system, a threat for excessive rainfall over a short amount of time. So here's a look at our computer models. I've been looking at a few of our different high resolution, shorter range models to get a kind of pinpoint where we would see the heaviest downpours. And a lot of these models have been struggling to take a good picture of the current environment and then forecast that out in time. So this model here is representing what's currently going on radar a little bit better than the others. So I'm going to show you this one here. As we go through the afternoon hours, we're quiet, but then we start to see a few more downpours developing as we approach the evening hours. Here they are off to the northeast, and they slide into Houston. Now, overnight tonight, models, this particular one, is pointing at a line of downpours developing along the I-10 corridor. That could potentially turn into something we call training thunderstorms, meaning they're moving over the same area, dropping a lot of rain over a short amount of time. So that could lead to a flooding threat overnight tonight in that area. This is just one model run, but it's something to keep in mind. That line pushes towards the coast by early Wednesday morning, according to this particular run. Now, as long as that boundary is strewn across our area, it will continue to provide unsettled weather and storm chances really through tomorrow and even into Thursday as well. In fact, you look at our rain chances here, 60% today, tomorrow, 50% on Thursday, and they do start to dip a little bit with some improving weather by later this weekend in time for the weekend. In the mid-80s outside now, dew points though are way up, makes it feel like it's 93. 86 at Katy, 83 at Sugar Land, 82 currently in Conroe. Quick check on the tropics. We've got 2 waves to watch, both of which have very low chances at developing anytime soon, and they are way out in the eastern Atlantic. All right, there's your 7-day forecast. At least we're in the 80s with those higher rain chances through the next few days, starting to bump those numbers up into the low 90s by the weekend, with slightly lower rain chances too, holding at about 40% from Friday through Sunday.